So what we are going to do today is basically we are going to do that process of purchase requisition creation. Just highlight you before we begin. Then from the purchase requisition, we are going to create a purchase order. And from the purchase order, we are going to do a good receipt. And after the good receipt, we are going to do the invoicing. A very basic procurement process we are going to run in the system. And in which system we are going to run this? We are going to run this in our S4HANA 2020 system. Okay. Now S4HANA 2020 system is a best practice system we are going to use it. Do anyone know what is a best practice system? Or what is a best practice client?
Scenarios configured through the SAP people.
Scenarios configured through SAP. SAP has configured and given
Right.
the scenarios.
Yes.
Okay.
Based on industry practice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else?
The standard BC sets has been activated.
Which BC sets has been activated?
Standard BC sets provided by SAP.
Standard BC sets provided by SAP. Okay. Okay. So let me explain what is the both statements are actually correct, but let me explain what actually would be the best practice client. What exactly would be we mean by the best practice client? Just before I go ahead, guys, you are able to see my screen and you are able to hear me clearly, right? There's no disturbance.
Yes, you're fine.
Okay, fine, good. So basically what happens with S4HANA, SAP has come up with the concept of a best practice client. So in this best practice client, what they have given a ready system. So in the system, it would be already ready. So what kind of things would be there in the system? It would be having all the, apart from the BC sets, all the configurations also would be there. So the system which we are delivering here for the practice, it's we call it US best practice system. Okay, so this can be also your sandbox in an actual projects. It can be a sandbox, or it can also be your development system. So what happened in this system, a standard processes, rather than calling standard processes, nowadays we call the best practices from SAP would be there, and we would be able to execute those best practices. We will be able to execute those best practices. So what would be there? The configurations would be there. Then your master data also would be there. Configurations would be there. Master data would be there. The only thing which is not available is the transactional data would not be there. So let's say if you want to run your purchase requisition to the invoices part, what exactly you need in the system? You need all the configurations in the systems. To run that process, you need a MM configurations. Then you need a finance configurations. You need a CO configurations. You need a inventory management related configurations. So all the configurations should be in place so that you can run that scenario end to end. Okay, apart from that, you need a master data, you need a business partner as a vendor. You need a material master. Okay, so business partner would be there, material master would be there. You need an enterprise structure. Your company code should be there. Your plant should be there. Purchase org should be there. So what SAP has given, SAP have given a best practice client where the configurations would also be there, master data also would be there, and SAP has also given the scenarios which we can directly run it. So it's a ready to use system has been given, which will be just adopting it and having a correct rules assigned in the system. We would be able to pick a material as given in the best practices, and we would be able to run an end-to-end process with it. It's a ready to use system which has been given. So what is this use of this system? Why this system has been given? The use of this system to explore the system and use it in your design phase. I have repeated in one of my earlier session, guys. So in where exactly we are going to use the system in a project in design phase. What exactly we are going, where exactly we are going to use the system? Anyone during your project? Within the design phase, what exact usage? We have clearly discussed that in one of our previous sessions when we were discussing the different phases of the projects. Anyone? Ahmed, Alex, Ankush, Rajiv.
We map the requirements into the system during design phase.
Yeah, we map the requirement during the system during the design phase, but this best practice system, how we can utilize it in that design phase? What is the exact use as per the Activate methodology?
We actually demo the system to the client and give them a feel, and then from there we identify the gap and then
Yes. Fit and gap workshop, we said fit and gap workshop need to be run with this best practice system. It's not mandatory, but it's highly recommended if you go through the Activate methodology. Your fit and gap workshop, you need to use the system. The reason why this best practice has been system has been introduced, a big reason behind is the adoption to agile methodology.